Minister, first of all, I want to say that all of us want to see the hospitality industry open. We want, to go back for, what we had prior to the pandemic. You could go on for a drink, you could go on for a meal, all that stuff. We all want that. We all, want to get back to a semblance of normality. But we're not living in normal times. We're living in very abnormal times. And to say there is confusion and ambiguity in relation to this legislation is a complete understatement. And the polarisation that has happened because of this is pretty bad. There was a huge sense of solidarity in relation to the start of this pandemic. And obviously, people are very weary of it and they want to get back to a semblance of normality. But having a discriminatory kind of system, a two-tier system, whether you can go into indoor dining or not because you're not vaccinated or being vaccinated, is ludicrous. And it's open to all sorts of abuses in relation to medical data and so forth. And it's discriminatory at its heart. For those that haven't been vaccinated, or even those that work in the hospitality industry, that will be in that congregation setting, that person that hasn't been vaccinated, that young person that hasn't been vaccinated, if they walk out of their premises and go across to another, like a pub or a restaurant, they can't enter that because they haven't been vaccinated. So it's quite incredible that this has been allowed to manifest itself. So, Minister, there are all the facts. The other fact, which is probably the spectre of this Delta variant, and you only have to look at what's happening in Britain at the moment. Their average 7-day rate is 31,000 cases per day. They reckon that by mid-August they will have 100,000 cases per day. 100,000 cases per day. Now, we all understand that the link between hospitalizations and death has been not largely broken, but has been kind of loosened. And that's good because of the vaccine rollout. That's very, very good. If we open up hospitality by the 23rd of July, there's no doubt that the rate of infections will increase. In fact, it's suggested that by the first week of September, we could have cases up to 2,500 per day. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it does happen and things go wrong, this government will have serious questions to answer. Very, very serious questions. Very, very serious questions in relation to the rollout of this legislation and the kind of how it was very, very done. And considering all the things that we've done in the last 7 months, all the kind of gains and all the kind of the social cohesion that has happened, I think it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous that we're having a situation where, we're open hospitality. I would be of the opinion, and our party is of the opinion, and this is probably sometimes, it may be not a popular opinion, but I think hospitality has to close until September, until the vast, vast majority of people are vaccinated. The critical mass that, what we need. Just in relation to why was this legislation put together, I think it's a sop to the vested interests. The SOP and the vested interests are the Vintners Association, and obviously they want to open. I understand there's tens of thousands of jobs at stake here, and we all understand the dynamics. But we will have a situation, Minister, I hope I'm wrong, by the first week of September, we will have thousands upon thousands of people affected. And we will have a situation where we could possibly have to recall the Dáil because the situation could be so serious. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but that is down to this piece of legislation that simply is unworkable. When you really, really look at it, Minister, and I think you really don't believe it, this is not workable. It's not workable. The cert itself is easily forged. You could forge it. You could actually print out thousands of them and just give them around to people. How does a pub, think about it, how does a pub scan a QR code? The QR code, are they going to scan it? No, I don't think it's workable. I don't think it's workable, and I think you even don't believe it, I have to say. I would find it hard to believe that you actually believe this legislation. Thanks.